Digital assistants are popping up all over the place in 2017. Pretty soon we got Bixby coming to the Galaxy S8. We've got Cortana making her way onto all kinds of third-party developers. Of course, the very famous Amazon Echo, the Google Assistant, which is very smart, making its way into the Google Home as well as all Android devices, which is starting this new trend of smart speaker. I've gotten the question quite a lot, so I figured I should talk about it. Should Apple join this game? You want the short answer? Of course not. This is a video, so you want me to talk about this for a while. I'm gonna say no because, of course, Siri is not really up for it yet. Digital assistants are cool and all. I don't think they're going away anytime soon, but I do think people overestimate how easy they are to use. Right now, I think we're in the show-off stage of digital assistants or voice-controlled only devices. As in, I think it's handy that with my AirPods, I can tap them a couple times and activate Siri to play a specific song. That's neat. Or I can ask what the weather is really quickly in some other location. But voice-controlled only devices, where that's all you can do, I think to make it worthwhile, you kind of have to show off that it exists. As in, it's cool for the sake of being cool. The impressive thing about it is it has to know a bunch of random facts, and the issue I have with that is most people are not going throughout the day wondering a bunch of random questions. How big is an elephant heart? Let me ask the thing. How far away from the sun is the earth? Time to ask that little thing. And these aren't questions lots of us are having, but since we can ask them now, I guess we are more curious. However, does it help us get things done very much? Not really. You can order things with your voice now, which creates problems when people say the wrong thing, or people are watching a podcast or something and someone on TV says that certain thing and it activates everyone's online. That's happened several times now. My problem with it is it's really not a productive tool. It kind of fits in more of the Apple TV category. It's more of a toy. It doesn't serve much functional use. And at least with the Apple TV, it's entertaining me easily. I can press a button and not have to do anything for over 2 hours. It's just playing TV shows or movies or whatever. I just sit back and relax. I spend very little time with the user interface on a TV. Whereas with the speaker, it can only entertain me for so long. I can say, play this music, and then it plays it. I'm like, wow, that's great. I could already do that with my phone and a Bluetooth speaker. This technology already exists. In fact, what's even cooler is I can take my phone or smartwatch with me, do that on the go wherever, whether I'm using headphones or my car or a Bluetooth speaker, whatever. Digital assistants are always kind of there on our devices already. Why must we have them in a dedicated part of the home where it's stationary? It doesn't move. I'm not saying it's not cool. I think it's cool. If someone offered me any one of those smart speakers, I would gladly have it. But the issue is there's not a lot of tasks I'm doing day by day where I'm like, man, I wish I had the smart speaker with me. That way I could ask it this and it could tell me. I'll just use my phone. And to begin with, I don't look up a lot of random facts on my phone. And the people I know who do that usually are doing it to impress me. That's fine, you want to impress me, but I just don't think that makes it a new revolution. This is going to change how we live forever. I just think it's an unnecessary battleground. If Apple were to make a smart speaker, I think they should definitely focus on making Siri better first, not putting Siri into a speaker because Siri is falling behind everyone. I get she can do a lot, but come on, she's not up to date with Alexa or Google Assistant, or I'm sure Bixby is miles ahead. Apple should focus on Siri because she is the most accessible digital assistant, the only voice-controlled AI that is available on watches, phones, tablets, desktops, laptops, technically headphones, and a TV. If they could perfect that, it would be great, but the thing is, we have her on so many devices already, why make another one where it's just her? Even if she was better than Google Assistant or Alexa, or even if she was the best, why would we need a standalone device just for Siri? She's on everything. So when I say those words, I won't say them for you here, but when I would say, they would go off on everything in the house. The watch, the iPad, the phone, the smart speaker. I already think it's crazy that you have to say, okay, Google, to that smart speaker if you already have an Android phone or an Android Wear watch. Those are gonna go off all the time too. At least with Amazon Echo, it's a digital assistant that's not on anything else, so you won't get confused. So should Apple make a smart speaker? No, I don't think it's a necessary product in their lineup, and I don't think it's a necessary product in most of our lives either. It's a show-off tool. It's cool, but it's not gonna serve a lot of functional purposes. Sort of like my opinion on VR, but oh god, people get really defensive on VR, so I won't go there. Maybe if I'm ready for a whole nother wave of dislikes, I'll make a video about that if you're curious. But don't hold me to that because obviously I have changed my mind in the past before. Here's the bottom line. If Apple doesn't make a smart speaker, I agree with them on it. It's not necessary. If Apple does make a smart speaker in 2017 or 2018 or whenever, I'll likely get one and I'll end up defending it and saying why it is useful in your life. It's called being biased. I'm the Apple sheep, right? I gotta go with what they do as much as possible. Sometimes it's just stupid, like USB-C on the iPhone and iPad. Come on, that doesn't make any sense. So there's your answer on the smart speaker topic. Of course, I'm not a smart speaker owner, but I'd love to hear what you guys who do own one in the comments think about that type of technology. Do you use it all the time, or do you find yourself going out of your way to make it useful? Love to see this debate in the comments below. Oh, and hey, will we have a file explorer on that smart speaker? I just said that to trigger you, I'm sorry. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you in the next one.